What?
Where do you want me to put the bag in?
Just put it downstairs. And don't forget my lemonade, please. Thank you so much. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, and if you are new, my name is Griselda. As you can see by the title of this video, today I am going to be showing you how to recreate this look. I really love how soft and simple this look is. Literally, it's super easy to recreate. I wore this eyeshadow the other day and a lot of you guys were complimenting me and asking me if I filmed it for YouTube, and I didn't, but I decided to recreate it because I liked it so much. I just love how soft and simple it is. So if you want to see how to recreate this look, then just keep on watching. Alright, so we're going to start off with priming our face, and I'm actually going to be using the Rare Beauty. This is the Illuminating primer. If you haven't watched my Rare review, I was a little skeptical about this primer, but I actually ended up really liking it. So that's what we're going to be using today, and we're just going to put that all over the face just to give you that really inner glow before we apply the foundation. And the reason why I really ended up loving this primer was because it's like a gripping primer, and if you have been following me for a while, you know how much I love the grip primer from Milk, and this kind of gives me that same feel, but it's more of a illuminating primer on top of it having that really nice grip. All right, so for foundation, I'm gonna be using the Soft Matte Complete Foundation by Nars. If you haven't watched my review on this as well, I feel like my last couple of videos they have been nothing but reviews, which is really rare for me because I don't really do those on my channel, but a lot of you guys were asking about them, so I just decided to do it. So I'm gonna be using the shade Syracuse, which thank you to the Nars team because they actually ended up sending me my actual color. We're just going to apply that all over the face. I just love how this foundation sits on the skin. I feel like because I have been getting a lot of color, this foundation is still a little off, but this is a shade that I use when I don't have a tan, and it's like a perfect fit. And for this look, I really wanted my under eyes to be really nicely highlighted, so I'm gonna go in with a lighter shade than what I naturally go in with. I really want the highlight to stand out. We're gonna be using the Vanish concealer by Hourglass. We're really gonna bring that inner highlight a little lower as well, and around the lip area, and then give it a nice little lift on the outer part of the eye. This concealer also is really full coverage. We're just gonna blend that out. And then once I get like around the bottom part, around my cheek area, I just flip the Beauty Blender over and then just kind of push the concealer upwards to just blend everything together. By the way, I went to an event the other night, which feels so weird saying, but it was for Comsetics, and they did this really cute like drive-in movie like night, and I thought it was really cute. We ended up watching the movie Hitch, but this look was the look that I wore that night, and a lot of you guys were asking me if I filmed it because it's like a super natural but like colorful look, and so I just decided to like film that instead because I was gonna film something else. But it felt so weird like saying that I was gonna go to an event because I haven't gone to an event in like 7-8 months, and it was just like so cute. To set, we're gonna use the Veil Translucent Setting Powder by Hourglass. Because this concealer is full coverage, I'm gonna do 2 layers of setting. I just want to make sure that it doesn't crease. All right, to set the rest of the face, I'm going to be using my Born This Way Multi-Use Complexion Powder by TooFaced. And we're just gonna pick up this Pat McGrath Labs powder brush. I just want it to be like really full coverage, so that's why I'm going in with another powder to set it. And this has been my go-to powder to set my foundation. It just looks really seamless. All right, so for bronzer, I'm gonna be using my Casino bronzer powder by Nars. This also has been like one of my favorite bronzers. I just love how glowy the skin looks. I also need to shave my face again because my hair already grew out and we need this face to look super smooth. I also have a video on how I shaved my face. I will make sure to add that right up here so you guys can take a look at it. I'm gonna pick up a little bit of this Pro Filter setting powder by Fenty in the shade Banana, and we are going to define the cheekbones. With this powder, you have to be a little bit more careful. You can't leave it on as long because it really does define the cheekbones, and you're gonna have to end up just buffing it out. So I literally leave it on for like 2 seconds. And then I am going to go in here and really bake underneath the eyes. So I'm gonna grab my brush and then just buff that out. And so for the nose, I'm just gonna pick up Laguna by Nars, and we're just gonna define the nose just a little bit. And as of lately, I just really like to bake first so I can kind of create a guide for myself to where I wanna define my nose. For blush, I wanted it to be very cohesive, so I am going to pick up this Isn't It Peachy by Makeup Obsession London, and I am going to just grab, this is the It Cosmetic Heavily Luxe French Boutique Blush, and I'm just gonna pick up these 2 shades right here, and I'm just gonna pop that right on the apple of the cheeks and then just pop it back. I like to go a little heavy on the blush when the eyes are gonna be super soft, so that's what we're gonna do today. All right, so we are gonna dust this off, and with this powder you really have to buff it out because it really sets underneath your eyes. Okay, so to remove that powdery finish, we're gonna spray a little bit of Fix Plus. And when I say a little, I mean a lot. I'm gonna move on to my eyes, and for my eyes, I'm gonna start by priming my eyes with the P.Louise Rumour 0.05, and I'm using a lighter base because we are gonna use lighter eyeshadows. And I'm just using a flat synthetic brush to apply the base, and I'm just doing it in a patting motion. And then I'm gonna grab a fluffy brush and just kind of buff that in. Some people are lucky enough where they don't have to set it, but because I do have oily eyelids, I always have to set my base. For the eyes, we're gonna be using the Pretty Guardian Sailor Moon palette by ColourPop. And we are going to pick up this really pretty color right here. It's called Twilight Flash, this one right here. I am just going to pick up a fluffy brush. This one is the Morphe X Jaclyn Hill JH31 brush. And I'm just gonna pick up a generous amount of that color. And we are just gonna start placing that in the crease. And with this color, I'm gonna be applying a generous amount because it is a super light peachy color, and I'm just gonna bring it up a little higher than normal because it is a light color. I want it to almost look like a wash of color on the brow bone as well. Now using the e.l.f. X J Kissa palette, this is called To the Rescue. We are going to pick up this really pretty orange right here that's called Zuma. I really want to get into using this whole entire palette on the eyes, but for today we're just going to be using that one color, and we are going to place that on top of that really pretty orange, and this is just going to deepen in that corally color. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and pick up a little bit more of that P.Louise base, and we are just going to pop that right in the center of the lid. Now I'm gonna go in with this MAC 239 brush, and we are gonna jump back to the Sailor Moon palette. We're gonna pick up this really pretty, I don't know if you guys can see it, it's kind of like a pinky peach color. We're gonna pick that up. And we are gonna place it right on top of that. And then I can just go back in with Zuma from the e.l.f. and J Kissa palette. and then just start blending everything together. For the eyes, I usually wear either my Rub Bonaparte or I use like a different color in my waterline, but I feel like the Rub Bonaparte eyeliner is a little too on the nude side, and I wanted something a little bit more on the pinky peach side. So I'm going to be using this Rimmel Scandal Eyes waterproof kohl eyeliner in the shade Nude. This is just going to neutralize my waterline, but it also gives it like a really pretty like peachy nude under the eyes. I'm going to mix Zuma and the first orangey color from the Sailor Moon palette, and we are going to just run that underneath the eye just to give it like a wash of color right underneath, so the look can be a little bit more cohesive. I'm gonna go ahead and curl my lashes, and I'm gonna be using my Batty Bee Lash lash curler. I don't know if I told you guys the story about my lashes. I once ripped off my lashes curling my lashes. I was supporting my arm on the counter and it slipped, and all I heard was and it didn't even hurt. It was more like I was more in shock than anything. But let me tell you, ever since then I'm like, I'm not resting my arm anywhere when I'm curling my lashes. This lash curler really works. And we're gonna coat the lashes. I'm gonna be using my Honest mascara. I've been using this mascara like every day, or I shouldn't say every day, I should say the times that I have worn makeup, or if I'm just gonna go run some errands and I wanna look somewhat presentable. This has definitely been my go-to mascara. So you first wanna prime the lashes, and then you want to coat the lashes, which if you have been watching my channel for a long time, you know that I never do a lash primer. I just go in with the mascara. But I really do see a difference by priming my lashes, because my lashes, they just look did you guys see that? It's okay. I'm gonna show you guys a cool trick. You just let it dry, and then you guys will see in a second what I'm gonna do. But what I was saying was, this mascara does not flake. It defines, it curls, and I don't know if this happens to any of you guys, but when I tell you that I have had some mascaras that by the end of the day my eyes are burning, that does not happen with this mascara. This mascara is so good, and it's so affordable too, which I love. I received a PR package from Honest, and let me know in the comments down below if you want me to do like a Honest beauty makeup video just using their products. All right, so for my lashes, I'm gonna try the Singing Sun by Rokael Beauty. You guys know I have been obsessed with these lashes. I haven't tried this style in particular. It's also a little flirty towards the end, and I think that's gonna go perfect with this look. The lashes that I wore the other day were the Beaming Sun, and you guys know those are my favorite. I feel like he just made those for me. His lashes, I don't have to cut typically. I just like to cut a little bit towards the outer corner. He did such a good job creating these lashes. All right, so now that we have the lashes on, I'm gonna grab a spoolie and then just flick off this mascara, and it should come right off. So if you ever have those moments where you're do a really pretty eyeshadow and then you get mascara, do not worry, because there is a solution to every problem. The trick is just to let it dry, and once you flick it with the spoolie, it should come right off, and then you just go back in and just kind of diffuse everything. When I learned that trick, I was like, oh my god, I was a changed woman. All right, so now we're gonna do bottom mascara. All right, so for the lips, I'm gonna be using my Strip Down by MAC. And because I want this look to be still kind of peachy nude, I'm gonna be using my No Shade lipstick by Dose of Colors. It's giving you like that peachy vibe. And then I just go back in with the lip liner. And for gloss, I'm gonna be using the Natasha Denona Lip Euphoria, and this is in the shade 10 Nude. It just like really tops off the lip. Alright you guys, so this is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was super simple. I wanted to do something that was very easy to recreate. It's literally like a wash of color on the eyes, but it just looks really pretty. So let me know what your thoughts are in the comments down below, and I will see you guys in my next video.